Next up, she won an Oscar for playing Queen Elizabeth II, and I think it's fair to say that Helen Mirren is a queen whether she's playing the role or not. Well, I had the chance to meet the legend right here in Cannes, courtesy of L'Oréal Paris. The Triple Crown of Acting is a title given to those who have won an Academy, Emmy and Tony Award in acting categories, all of which Helen Mirren started to receive at the age of 50. Now into her 70s, her fourth crown is certainly for stealing the spotlight on every red carpet she graces. Your pink hair last night on the red carpet was incredible. It was wash out, obviously, because it's not pink right now.
Yes, no, wash in, wash out, absolutely. It was amazing the way it went in, and even more amazing the way it went out. Yeah. It was incredible. And I'd done a little experiment the night before, just in case it was a terrible idea. And I realised it would go in really easily and come out really easily. Yeah. But as I said, my bathroom looked like a horrible murder had taken place in it. It was like everywhere. I had to spend like an hour cleaning my bathroom.
Well, as I say, fake tan, you know, sometimes I've just spent an hour cleaning my bathroom. Now, you've obviously been coming to the film festival for a few years. You seem to enjoy it though.
I do. Yeah. I mean, it's always a bit of a, it's like, ooh, Cannes Film Festival, here we go. You know, because it can be so full on. It's of all the festivals, it's the most sort of intense in terms of fashion, glamour, art, people. You know, it's and if you have a film here, it's quite stressful. It's much more more pleasurable to come without a film like I am this time, just being a L'Oréal ambassador.
Just enjoying
it's more fun. Yeah. Enjoying it, yeah.
You still though have to get your picture taken, which looks like the most intimidating thing in the world.
And last year I had some very pointy shoes, and I was on the beach, and my shoe got caught on the rush matting on the beach. I went arse of a tit, and of course. You're never anywhere without a photographer nearby. So of course they got the whole thing, and that'll be with me with the bloody internet for the rest of my life.
And lucky you. Wasn't there another incident where you were tying someone's shoe and people were like, oh, Helen Mirren fell?
I know, I was tying his shoe. It's like, no, look guys, the guys around me are smiling. They wouldn't be smiling if I'd just fallen down.
So obviously we're over here with L'Oréal. Now, every one of our viewers, I know you were intimidated by the name of the show, Xposé.
Yes, really.
No, we don't ask the personal questions. It's more about exposing beauty secrets and fashion trends. So when it comes to your favourite products as a brand ambassador, which ones are yours?
Oh, people say that. There's just so, you know, the technology is so great these days. Yeah. And I grew up with none of this sort of stuff when I was young. Yeah. So I take great pleasure in it all, and I love, you know, discovering a new product. But one of the lipsticks I particularly like of L'Oréal is one where they got a balm in the middle of it. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a lip balm, but it's got a colour in it, and that's the sort of thing you just kind of moosh on your mouth. You don't have to look in a mirror, you know. Yeah. So that's a great product. The other product I really like at the moment is a glow thing. I never know the names of the products, that's the problem.
Well, a glow and a balm.
There's a glow thing, and I just put it on my cheeks, a little bit on the... I've become a great fan of a shiny nose.
We love a good... It's the Junie glow.
Yeah, just a little shiny nose is actually kind of a nice thing. Yeah. You've always thought, oh, I can't have a shiny nose. But actually, a little tiny shiny nose is kind of nice.
It's nice. There's all these tricks now to actually change your nose and everything with just the contouring.
Oh, well, you know, of course, I've grown up with all that being in my job as an actor. I know I've known those tricks for a very long time. Yeah. And I've never bothered using them because it's just too much faff, honestly. Yeah. You know, you have to sort of really, and really no point. You know, the best thing is to look as if you're enjoying yourself, and that does everything. I dreamed there was an emperor, Anthony. Oh, such another sleep, that I might see but such another man.
From award-winning monologues to headline-grabbing commencement speeches, the Tulane New Orleans graduating class of 2017 were in for a treat following Helen Mirren's reception of an honorary diploma.
I just fell completely in love with you after it, because I was just like, I loved the...
Very nervous. It was pretty intimidating because it's a big thing to give a commencement speech at a university, and in New Orleans they do it in the Superdome, which is like enormous. huge, you know. So I thought a lot about what I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, I think you pulled it off.
Yeah.
And I loved the way you ended with the 5 tips.
Yes.
The first one was don't rush into marriage.
No, yes, don't rush into marriage.
Yeah.
And definitely don't get married because you want to wear the dress. And a lot of girls do.
It happens.
You know. Of course, I'm privileged and lucky because I get to wear beautiful dresses that have been made for me in costume all the time. So I do understand the desire, I really do. And to be the centre of attention, really the centre of attention for one day.
Yeah.
But it's not a reason to get married.
So don't rush.
If you want to do that, you know, save up your money, buy the dress, you know, have a bottle of champagne and do a selfie.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it.
That's
with
all
your
you need
friends.
to do. Yeah, have a few friends around, your best friends, best mates.
Yeah, I love that. It was interesting because people sometimes, you know, don't talk about that
Yeah.
much. And then the next one was treat people like people. And you had talked about a story of one of your actress friends who offered the driver
Simple. Such a simple thing
Yeah.
she did, you know. I'm in the back of the car, we're driving to work. She's a smoker, I'm not, in the days you could smoke in cars. And she pulls out her phone and she just leans forward and said, would you like a cigarette, to the driver?
That was all it took.
And it was so simple, and it absolutely taught me such a huge lesson that we're all in it together.
Yeah.
We're all in it literally together, and we are all on the same level, all of us, at any moment in time.
Yeah.
We're all doing our thing, and you know, and the fact that you're a driver or an actor, it is absolutely no difference in humanity or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there was another one now. Don't be afraid of fear, which I loved. It was
Yes.
a nun, one of your nuns.
Yes,
that taught you that?
my headmistress. I went to a convent school, and my headmistress, when I went for my first interview, and of course I was terrified.
Yeah.
Sort of little 10-year-old shaking in my boots, in my Clark's sandals and socks.
I had them too.
Yes.
We all know it.
I know. Oh, see little girls now, and they look sparkly shoes and
they have lovely
sparkly
ones.
dresses, and horrible stuff I had to wear. Anyway, so Mother Mary Mildred said, Helen, don't allow fear to overcome you.
Yeah.
You know, be aware of the dangers of fear. And it was such a wise thing that I kept with me forever. And as I've travelled through life, it's become, it has more and more meaning, actually.
Yeah. I think people realise that it doesn't prohibit you, it almost encourages you to do things because
absolutely.
if you kind of go through it.
Yeah.
So I did really like that. And then, you know, after just watching countless of all your interviews, your sense of humour. And you did say, don't overcomplicate things and don't lose your sense of humour.
No.
Was that always, were you always funny? You know, did you always kind of see the light side of things?
I hope so. I don't know. And you don't see the light side of things always, do you? But I love to laugh, and I love to be, you know, I love to be made to laugh. Yeah. And the Irish, I have to say in particular,
We're very funny.
Are very funny. You are, you guys.
Thanks, Helen. It's
You
official
are.
now. This is all we were waiting for. We're all going to have
And I think you're even funnier in the north, I'm afraid to say, than you are in the south.
Right, they'll celebrate. They're going to have a St. Helens Day now. Replace St. Paddy's Day. Can you imagine? And my last question, which a lot of people don't know about you, your tattoo. Lakesh.
Yes, like in Lakesh.
I never knew you had a tattoo. What does that mean in Lakesh?
I got my tattoo long before anyone else was tattooed.
I have little ones.
Oh, you got little ones.
Little signs
Nice.
of
I like
equality.
those. They're sort of like North American Indian ones.
Thanks.
That I got mine on an Indian reservation in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Very, very drunk, of course. You have to be. But you know, no one was tattooed when I got my tattoo, apart from Hell's Angels and criminals. But I'd just done some work in a prison in France, theatre work, and it was a prison that Jean Genet had been in many years before, and the prisoners had these beautiful tattoos of tears or eye makeup tattooed on.
Oh yeah, okay.
So very prisoner, but beautiful, and I thought they looked fantastic. So from that moment I wanted to get a tattoo, and then about a couple of weeks later I found myself on this Indian reservation in Minnesota, and so I got my tattoo done there.
I just loved it. I was like,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yes.
That's obviously why I got tattoos on my hands.
Of
I
course,
somehow
that's
knew
why
that
you
we
were
would meet
inspired by
one day,
me, yes.
and now I didn't get it on a reservation or anything like that. It wasn't that cool. It was boring. It was my friend. Helen, thank you so much. It's
Thank
been an
you.
absolute pleasure.
Pleasure.
Please come back to Ireland and see us.
Thank you. Now let me look at your palms.
My palm.
Oh yes, a bit yellow.
Really?
Yes, a little bit.
What does that mean?
It means your tan's gone on your palms. You didn't clean your palms off properly.
I was like, oh no! Helen Mirren's going to tell me I'm dying.